Unfortunately, no iPhone SE 2 was announced at the WWDC keynote today. Honestly, I'm quite surprised. I really was expecting Apple to do something, but they didn't. Hey, how's it going? I am Josh from 91 Tech, and Apple has randomly decided to prove everybody wrong and not announce the iPhone SE 2. So what now? Well, honestly, I don't know. Before the keynote, I took a poll on the community tab of my channel to see what people expected, and it's safe to say this wasn't it. 72% of people thought that there was going to be an iPhone SE 2, while 28% didn't. Of those 72%, 29 thought it would be an iPhone 10-like redesign, and 43 thought it would just be a minor update. And those people were wrong, and I include myself in that number. I really thought Apple was going to release that phone, but not all hope is lost. Apple announced literally no hardware at this event, not even MacBook and iPad updates, which is something we often see and basically have to see at some point. So what does this mean? Well, we'll probably have to wait for September, and the iPhone SE 2 may also be released alongside those in September. But if that's the case, that means it'll be also announced alongside 3 new iPhones Apple's already releasing, which makes no sense. 3 iPhones is already a ton of variety for Apple, and 4 would be absurd. And yet, there are a ton of legitimate rumors saying the iPhone SE 2 will happen. Not necessarily in September, they all said it was going to happen at the conference, but regardless, that does make things look like the SE 2 could happen in September. Whether or not it'll look like the 10 is a whole nother question. And if this is all confusing, it's because it is. Essentially, if Apple's going to still release the iPhone SE 2, it's going to be in September, or I guess maybe next year. You know, I honestly don't know at this point. We also didn't see AirPower and the Apple Watch, and so that's 2 other things we still have to see. So it's a safe assumption that those will also be shown in September, which means, again, Apple could just dump a ton of hardware on us all at once, including the SE 2. However, this is also very un-Apple-like. There were a lot of legitimate factors pointing to the SE2's debut, and I'm very disappointed it didn't happen. And again, while I wouldn't say all hope is lost necessarily, I unfortunately do think that this makes it very, very unlikely for it to be released, at least in 2018. This is kind of devastating, but I don't know what else to assume. I'd be flabbergasted if Apple released it in September. Again, they're already doing 3 iPhones in the iPhone 10 2.0 or whatever the heck they're gonna call it, an iPhone 10 Plus, and a 6.1-inch LCD budget model. There isn't really room for the SE2 in that equation, especially since they're really going to be pushing people to buy the 6.1-inch LCD model as a budget option. So for now, we are just going to have to wait and see what happens. I hate saying that, but unfortunately that is the boat we're in right now. I do think you all should avoid getting your hopes up for a new SE anytime soon. I'm really sorry, but it just doesn't look like it'll happen. However, on the bright side, the first SE was basically just guaranteed an extra year of support, with the 5S getting iOS 12, so that's nice. The SE still has a good 2 to 3 years before it loses support. And so, in conclusion to this very short video, because there isn't a ton to say, the iPhone SE 2 didn't happen when we all thought it would. Or 72% of us thought it would. And so essentially now no one really knows what comes next. If it's going to come out this year, it's going to come out in September. If not, either it'll never happen or it'll happen in 2019. And that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot to give you here. As rumors come out, and I'm sure they will as we approach, iPhone season again, I will be giving you guys more information, but for now, this is all I really have to say. And on that note, I think that's the end of this video. Make sure you comment your thoughts down below. Are you disappointed, surprised, or did you think that things were just going to turn out this way? If you found this video interesting, maybe hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content just like this. You can go follow me over on Twitter and Instagram because that'd be pretty cool of you. And with that all said, I'm Josh from 91 Tech, and I will see you all next time.